Well, I guess the Shedwars had kind of a twist ending, huh? The last I knew, I haven't really been on YouTube a whole lot lately. So the last I knew, they had announced a winner and all of that stuff. And then I got this in the mail, and from Arkansas Woodcutter, has Shedwars listed on it. Hashtag seed haul, seed swap. I was like, wonder what this is. So I jumped on the YouTubes and I went back a little bit in time, and I had to rewatch what happened, or watch what happened with the Shedwars after it all ended. Apparently there was a little bit of drama there, and well deserved. I mean, these things have rules for reasons, and if it's going to continue, if it's going to become a tradition, you kind of have to keep the rules in place. So, yeah, that's all I'll say about that. But anyway, I guess everyone who qualified, everyone who posted the correct amount of videos and all that stuff, were included in the winners pool, and that is what we have here today. So we're going to open this up, and let's see what we brought home as part of our hashtag seed haul. And before I even start opening these seeds or looking to see what I have, I want to give a big thank you to Mark at Arkansas Woodcutter, John at Will It Grow, Robert at Homestead Aquarius, and everyone else who was involved in Shedwars. Like, for me, I made a few videos. I did what I would normally do, and I made a few videos about it. But, like, look at the packaging here. I'm pretty sure that Mark had to go through all of these seed packets and divvy up each different seed and put it in a packet and put it in some packaging and mail everything off. And that's a lot of time and a lot of work. And so I just want to make sure everybody knows how appreciative I am, because the coolest thing for me about Shedwars has not been the garden. The garden was kind of bad this year, I'm not going to lie about that. But it was more about kind of getting plugged into the Homestead community. It was really cool seeing what everybody else was doing, seeing how everyone supports everyone else. And I know for me, and I think probably for a lot of us, especially the smaller channels, it kind of brought some eyes to our videos, and that was really cool. So I am super appreciative, even before the seed packets. But let's go ahead and take a look at what we have. So I'm pretty sure these seeds came from Baker Creek. That was what the prize pack was announced to be. So I'm assuming all of these are Baker Creek. As we go through, I'll show you what they look like and maybe tell you a little bit about them as we go. So let's start here with this one is interesting. Rutabaga, American Purple Top Rutabaga. I have never tried growing. I don't even know what rutabaga is, really. So let's take a look at it on the Baker Creek side over here. To me, it looks like a lot like a turnip. The purple with yeah, it looks a lot like a turnip to me. I've never tried them. I wonder what they taste like. Right here, it says that they are very tasty, mild and sweet, great cooked or raw, bright yellow flesh. They're $2.50 a pack, and as you can see right here, a lot of things on Baker Creek are out of stock right now. They have a 5-star rating with 6 reviews. Let's see what some of them say. Let's see what we got. I bought these seeds from Baker Creek this year and sowed them on June 30th. They began to sprout on Independence Day. Blah, 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 blah. The taste reminded me more of cabbage than turnip. Huh, interesting. Here we have sowed Memorial Day and eating grapefruit-sized ones in late August. So I guess they get pretty large. We've grown these for several years. Each year they do well and produce a good amount of veggies. Bugs don't seem to bother them too much, and they never mind And they don't mind weird up and down temperatures. Tastes good in stews as well as roasted in the oven. Okay. Anyway, American Purple Top Rutabaga. And next up, we're going to take a look at some Bloomsdale Spinach. Bloomsdale Spinach. Let's take a look at that one. Here we have our Bloomsdale long-standing spinach. It looks like it's got a 4.8 user reviews out of 32 people who have reviewed it. 50 days. 50 days to harvest. The old standard since 1925 does better in hot weather than most. That's good because we have pretty warm summers here. Nice green leafy spinach. I've never really been good at growing any greens. I think I always get my timing off on them, so we'll have to do better this year. $2.75 a pack, and these also are out of stock on Baker Creek. And next up, we have Loofah Gourds. Now, I tried growing some of these this past year. I think I ended up with two decent gourds, and I still need to open those up and see if they formed the nice little loofah sponge on the inside. So maybe we'll do that within the next couple of days. I need to get back to YouTube. I've kind of been busy with work, so my YouTube has suffered a little bit. But I do have a few ideas for some videos coming up, including, like I said, I need to take a look at my Loofah Gourds. And on the Baker Creek site, here's what they look like. And this is the loofah sponge that they form on the inside. These are in stock right now, and interestingly, like usually when you think of a Loofah Gourd, this is what you think of. This is why you grow them. But apparently they are edible if you get them while they're little. It says that, I guess, you cook them like you would okra, which we usually fry our okra. So I thought that was pretty interesting. For me, this previous year, mine weren't productive enough, and it's all my fault. It's nothing on the seeds. I just had them in, they were overgrown by grass and all kinds of stuff. I was lucky to get what I did. But I really didn't have the production to want to pick any of them early, and besides that, I had my snake gourds going, and those were doing really well. But it looks like we'll be trying loofahs again this year, so that's pretty awesome. Melon. Oh, that's a Sharontaeus. Sharontaeus? I don't know, maybe I'm butchering that. But I guess this is supposed to be some type of a melon. I've never really tried growing melons before, so this will be a new adventure for me also. I don't even know what this is, so we're going to check this one out on Baker Creek. Okay, so this is going to be like a cantaloupe, I guess. Yeah, it looks like a melon it looks like cantaloupe to me. It says, a famous superb heirloom French melon, super sweet and very fragrant. 2 to 3 pounds. That's interesting. Top sellers at high dollar markets. And it says these are also still in stock. 4.2 rating on 76 reviews. That'll be kind of interesting to try out. And now we have some straight neck squash. This is the squash that I usually get. I always get it from Baker Creek, and I always like it. So this is awesome. These are good seeds right here. And here is the early prolific straight neck squash. Oh man, this stuff's out of stock right now also. Huh. Well, I'm glad I got some seeds then. I did keep a couple of squash from last year that I need to get the seeds out of, but I'm surprised that it's out of stock. That's pretty crazy. Looking like it's going to be a tough year to find seeds this year. Here's something else that I've never grown before, but I've wanted to try it. So here we have some mustard. This is Southern Giant Curled Mustard. Here's what this stuff looks like. The Southern Giant Curled Mustard. Looks like some pretty big leaves. It says large upright plants with crumpled leaves that have delicious mustard taste. Slow to bolt. That'll be good. That's a problem I always have with my greens, is they always bolt too early. Maybe I could do better at watering them or something. I don't know. But slow to bolt, so that sounds good. And finally, we have some Brunswick Cabbage. I really, really hope that this is my year for cabbage. I've tried growing cabbage several times, and for whatever reason, at first I always would plant it too late in the season. I didn't know how to grow it, and then when I finally learned when to plant it, the cabbage worms would destroy it. I've never once grown a head of cabbage, but this is going to be my year, and Brunswick cabbage may just be my variety, so we're going to find out. And for the Brunswick cabbage, it says a large drumhead cabbage, very cold hardy. So we may hold on to these and plant them toward the end of the year and have them for a fall winter crop. It says, oh man, these are out of stock also. Baker Creek has a lot of stuff out of stock this year. So if you are going to want some Brunswick cabbage seeds this year, let me know. Hit me up in the comments of this video and I'll send you some seeds. Maybe we can set up a trade for something. In fact, most of these seeds, this is way more than I'll be able to fit in my little garden unless I'm able to really expand it out this year. So if you saw anything in here that you're interested in, let me know and we'll set up some kind of trade, or I can send you some of them, however it plays out. I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of seed swapping. Some of y'all have some cool stuff in your gardens and I wouldn't mind getting my hands on some of them. But that's going to be about it for this video. Again, I want to give a big thanks to Arkansas Woodcutter for, man, I know it took a lot of work to pack all these seeds and to send them all out and everything, so that's awesome. Also to Will It Grow, Homestead Aquarius, and all of the judges, everyone who is involved in making Shedwars awesome. And I'm looking forward to next year. I'm definitely going to jump into the mix. I just have to get a video put together for it. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If so, please be sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you're interested in following along as we continue to turn our home into a homestead, then be sure to ring the notification bell so you'll know when to be back for more daily, sustainable living.